Over the years, Cartman, Kyle, Stan, and pretty much everyone in the city of South Park have witnessed their friend Kenny die like hundreds of times. Yet he always seems to return in the next episode with zero recognition of his gruesome death, only to die again merely minutes later. Most fans probably write this off as one of the show's longest running gags. But is it possible that there's an even bigger explanation to Kenny's frequent demise? Does time in South Park move incredibly slow because of Kenny's immortal abilities? There have been several theories attempting to explain the reason for Kenny's frequent deaths, as well as why, despite being on television for 17 years, the kids in South Park don't seem to age. But a theory found on Reddit offers this interesting explanation. Due to an encounter with Cthulhu, Kenny has immortal abilities, which warps reality every time he dies. Time is actually resetting around him and his surroundings, which also explains why no one in South Park can remember his many deaths. This is also why after 17 years, 3 presidential terms, 8 Christmas, 6 Halloween, and 7 Thanksgiving episodes, the residents of South Park have only aged 2 years. It's also why Kenny dies in practically every episode, only to return later. Now, some of you might be wondering exactly what Cthulhu is. Well, Cthulhu is an ancient deity created by writer H.P. Lovecraft in his 1928 short story, The Call of Cthulhu. Cthulhu is often described as having an immense power that manipulates the minds of human beings. Lovecraft introduces many other deities in his works, but Cthulhu is the most well-known and considered one of the great old ones. He's the top dog, or squid, dragon, demon type thing in the Eldritch mythos. In the season 14 episode Mysterion Rises, it's revealed that Kenny is a superhero Mysterion whose special power is the ability to never die. And in the following episode, Coon vs. Coon and Friends, we learn that Kenny's parents used to be members of the cult of Cthulhu. It is yet to really be revealed if Kenny was sacrificed to Cthulhu or exactly how he got this immortality. However, it is shown that his mom gives birth to a newborn Kenny every time he dies, and he quickly ages to his previous state in a matter of hours. Now, reality warping isn't a new thing to H.P. Lovecraft's Eldritch Abominations. Eldritch Abominations are a type of creature known for their complete disregard of the natural laws of the universe, such as space, time, physics, etc. Is it possible that Kenny is an Eldritch Abomination? And is he the reason the citizens of South Park simply reset every time he dies? On the surface, South Park might seem like the kind of show to throw continuity to the wind, much like its fellow adult animated shows, Family Guy. But any dedicated South Park fan will say otherwise, that Kenny's frequent deaths are no accident. Creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker have been alluding to Kenny's mysterious powers for quite some time. In their commentary for the episode Coon vs. Coon and Friends, Matt and Trey revealed that there is a quick shot at a spoiler that reveals Kenny's past, hinting that it is not spoken, it's sort of a hidden thing. So let's take a look at this quick shot of what appears to be the Necronomicon, which is a fictional grimoire appearing in H.P. Lovecraft's works. This page seems to be depicting otherworldly realms and some sort of ritual that involves a baby. In the episode, it is implied that Kenny was supposed to be sacrificed, but then his parents stopped attending the meetings. So while we don't know exactly if Kenny was sacrificed or not, his effect on time and reality in the city of South Park is very similar to that of H.P. Lovecraft's Eldritch Abominations. And unfortunately, this theory in its entirety has not been confirmed on the show yet. But thanks to Matt and Trey, we've got a pretty good feeling it's coming soon. So on the plausibility meter, I give the South Park conspiracy 4.5 mint berry crunches out of 5. Here's what you guys said about this episode. What about that super serious episode where Kenny died of a terminal illness and didn't come back for like a whole season? If he was immortal, why not just come back immediately? Good question. I don't have an answer for that. And since many of you in the comments are big South Park fans, why don't you come up with your own answer? A lot of you had this similar idea. This is a nice change of pace. A theory of why X character isn't dead. Well, technically this theory is why is X character always dead, but you know. In the comments, let me know what you guys thought of this conspiracy and if you agree or disagree with how I rated it. If you have a suggestion for another conspiracy you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments or send us an email. Check out that preview for next week's episode and catch up on any episodes you might have missed. Make sure you subscribe to Channel Frederator and I'll see you guys next week.